Hey everyone, my name is Judith.meyer and I'm responsible for IT, for the coordination of the IT team at DiEM25. And I want to give you a quick overview of the latest changes that we've made to the DiEM members area, to the DiEM platform, over the past few months. And the biggest change which affects you, and which is why I'm recording this video, is the addition of the groups feature. So this is the normal members area, you know it, with the news and the current elections or all member votes if there are any, and the ability to donate to projects as well as to see how much has been donated to them. We also have a lot of options actually as administrators. Not every member has the same options, but the admins and most of the NCs have people who can also do a lot more, like create these all-member votes and elections, use our CRM to keep track of who we've had contact with. There's a function for forms or surveys, like Google Forms, but secure on our own server with no data being leaked to anyone, and of course the ability to pre-fill stuff very quickly for DiEM members. We also have the ability to have petitions. You probably saw our petition for Assange, but we can have any kind of petition if you send it to us. We can have crowdfunding campaigns. Basically, the campaigns that you see here are the ones that are currently on. We have, of course, the meeting summaries, the groups, events, the news, which is what you see up here, and a bunch of other features and statistics and whatnot. So just to let you know that just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's impossible. For example, if you want to set up a petition, it's a bit technically still. We can't allow everyone to just set up a DiEM petition, but if you send it to one of the NCs or to myself, I'll be happy to set it up for you. And the advantage is, on the one hand, data protection, and on the other hand, that DiEM actually gets a lot of new members. Like, so far we've had, I think, 18,000 new members just because of the Assange petition, because it's how people find us, it's how they get to know us, and they click a little chat box, they want to get more updates from us, and bang, they're part of us. So it's really not just a good thing to do, but also a very effective thing to do. But I wanted to talk about groups. Groups are in the public area of the members area, and I know that I should probably be reorganizing this menu. I'll be trying to make it a bit more intuitive, but groups are over here. When you click on groups, you see an organigram, so you see who's responsible for what, on which level. Strategy and implementation are split up between these levels, production of materials, discussing policy, and so on, who's doing that. And you can easily go to, say, the coordinating collective to see who is a member of the coordinating collective. You can easily message any of them, and you have some details on the group. The same for any of the national collectives or of the volunteer groups. German NC, here's a contact, there's a Twitter, there's a Facebook. You can see who is currently in it and what they're doing, like Vincent is responsible for policy, Søren is responsible for social media, and so on. So this gives you, as member, some more information about how DiEM works. And now what's particularly interesting for you is the DSC pages, of course. So I can click on any of these countries and I will see the DSCs that exist in that country, and I get some information about who's a member, if they are okay with being shown. Some people will show up as private member if they don't want everyone publicly to know who they are. This is a setting that you yourself also have. But on the whole, I can see who is a member. I can see their homepage links, Twitter links, whatever they want to publish. Self-description, obviously. And if I go like to Dublin DSC for Ireland, a very active DSC, I can see how to contact them. I can see who is a member. I can even add more members. This is I guess for the coordinators and admins who want to add people who may not have the technical skills to join the group themselves. And I can join. And let's say I join this DSC. In the case of Dublin DSC, I'm actually allowed to just join. In some of the groups, like the volunteer collectives, you have to apply to join, and then the coordinator will accept or not accept your request. But let's say I'm joining one of these groups that don't have a filter, and I can say I want to be a simple member, or I can be responsible for contacts to artists, I can be responsible for the Green New Deal or fundraising or whatever. Let's say I'm a simple member, I allow my name to be visible to all DiEM members, actually to the public, I don't mind. Okay, I want to join. Yes. And now I get to see this additional field of information, which tells me how I can reach the rest of the DSC members. So some DSCs will put like a link to their Telegram group here, or the WhatsApp group, or whatever information they want to put here. They can use it as a text field and just put whatever they want. And there is also a private forum that this DSC has. All of the DSCs, even if they don't use it, have a private forum within the DiEM forum. So this is just a subsection for a Dublin DSC, and you see they're discussing the green transition for farmers, Green New Deal for Ireland. They can work together here. There's also a wiki, which I guess nobody has started using yet, but anyone can just say, okay, I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to put some useful links here, and the entire group can edit this together. And the advantage is that when something new happens, you can set your notification level to say watching, then you'll get an email whenever someone posts something within this forum, or you can set it to tracking, depending how you want to be notified and how important it is. But the important thing is that these notifications, when someone posts something new, when someone replies to you within the DSC forum, they will be up here in the same place where you're getting the notification from the main forum. So you don't have all these different places. Like before, you had, like, you were part of 3 work groups and you got massive notifications via 5 different messengers or forums or something that you have to check in order to stay up to date with these 3 groups. No more. They will all be notifications up here. And I think you can also install an Android app, but I haven't tried it because I don't have an Android phone. So basically the forum will allow you to stay on top of the DiEM topics as well as all of the work groups all at once. And as a DSC, you will also see some useful information, because this kind of information is not percolating really well. So you know who you can contact for help, for press coverage, for social media, for events, speakers, funding. And you have the contact addresses, so you just like click on them in order to write them an email and get some help for your DSC. And you can contact any of your DSC members, of course. And that's basically the members function, except the coordinator of the DSC can also review new members. And not just remove members or add members or change their role, but also see some new people who might be interested. Just based on our members database, we filter out some people who have been recently or fairly recently active and who are looking for a group in your city, in the city that the DSC is registered for. So you can actively write to them as a coordinator and invite them. And you also get a notification how many members you could be reaching through the Contact Everyone form. This will be very different depending on the city, and also it's not always completely accurate. Usually there are a lot more. But just to let you know, these are the people that you can directly write to because we think they are interested in your group, and then there's a lot more people that you can reach through the Contact Everyone form, through the newsletter that you can send. So you would click here on send a newsletter to all DMers in my area, and then you can write them on behalf of yourself or on behalf of the DSC or whatever you want. Also, once you've joined the DSC or any group, you will see a quick link added to your main menu, so you can quickly access this group or the workspace in the forum. So if you click workspace, it actually directs you to a different page than to the Dublin DSC. If you click workspace, you'll be back in the forum. And this forum is restricted to your DSC and the admins, of course. So you can have votes here, and they will actually count as official DSC votes. Because you know that nobody has the ability to vote more than once. Nobody has the ability to vote who should not be voting on this. You know, it's always a problem when you have a poll on Facebook or one of these survey sites. You never know who's answering that or who might have received the link or guessed the link or whatever. With this, you can really be sure, because the DiEM forum is only open to DiEM members, full members. And the DSC forums and other workgroup forums are only open to members of the particular workgroup or DSC. And this also means they stay up to date. You don't have to worry about onboarding, offboarding people. As soon as someone leaves, you can just click remove there, and they will also be removed from that subforum. They will no longer have access. And as soon as you add someone here, they will also receive access. Actually, you can just click on I know more members, and you can just put an email list and they will all become members, and it's super convenient. And if they are not DiEM members yet, or they're only newsletter subscribers, you know, sometimes you have these people who show up for weeks and weeks at the DSC meeting, and they're not actually DiEM members yet, then you will know that because you just put their email address there, and it will inform you if any of them are not full members yet, and they can join. Alright, that's it about the groups feature. Now one quick comment about something else that you also might enjoy. You know, the DiEM calendar, which has all kinds of events from all over Europe, and any member can add something to the calendar. Wait, let me put it up again. So any member can just click on add event and just start adding some local stuff, and it will be smartly filtered, so only local people will see the event depending on where you place it and how far you say it's people will travel. So if you have a local event which is super interesting and people will travel for more than 300 kilometers, you can just set it to that, and it will be more visible. It's a smart system. You can put a new event, and what's new is that on the one hand you can have these recurring events. So you can just say this is an event, we will have it every week, so on April 14th and April 22nd and whenever else, and we will just copy the same event over and over. And the other thing that you can do now, which is really new, is collect signups through DiEM25. So if you click check here, it's a very simple change, but when you then go to an event page like this one, then at the bottom there will be a register button, and you can register. You can say how many friends you're bringing, you can leave a comment or a question for the speakers, and you can make a donation and say you attend. Non-DMers will also be able to sign up like this. They will just have to fill a few more fields, like their email and their name, so that we can contact them. And that's it. And as the organizer of the event, you can click on See Signups. You will see a complete list. Now, I'm not going to do that because I would be revealing a lot of private data of a lot of people. So I'm not going to click this, but if you click on See Signups, you will see a list of everyone who filled out this registration. You will see all of their questions. And there is a contact form at the bottom, which you can use in order to quickly send a message to everyone who signed up. So I think that will be a really useful feature. We've already seen a lot of new members coming in because they're registering for one of the DiEM25 things. And in this sign-up form, actually, I will show you the version that non-members will see, which doesn't have this menu on the left, and then the registration form has a few more fields. And you see they fill it out, and if they just click I will attend, then that's just a one-time sign up for the event. They're not becoming members or anything. But if they click please keep me informed about DiEM's future events and actions, that means they're automatically part of our newsletter. And all of your next DSC messages, if you're writing, say, an invitation for an event in Berlin, they will also get this invitation. So our reach keeps growing and growing, also based on people sending petitions and also based on people joining these events that we're organizing. So it's really useful, and it really works to get us more DiEM members and to increase our reach. So that's all that I wanted to show you today, and I hope you will start using these features. If you're not part of a group yet, you can write to Jenna or to the NC member in your country who's responsible for DSCs to set you up with a DSC, or if you want to have a thematic DSC or whatever. And you can join existing groups, of course. You can apply to join any of the task forces. And I really hope that you'll start using this feature and start using the group forums. And let's move ahead with DiEM 2.0.